And welcome back to the PTL's 2020 here at Bruce Pullman Park in Papakura, Tāmaki Makaurau. You are here with our commentating team. My name is Kimo Holtham. I'll be sharing with you some of the insights of today's match. And next to me, I have the great Peter Walters. Exciting game ahead with 07 Heat going up against the Waipounamu.
Yes, Kimo, yep. That last one was pretty awesome, and looking forward to this one as well. I see with the Heat, they've got some of the boys that were away at sevens yesterday back on deck today. So that should make them a little bit stronger, I feel. Some really smart operators there. And I think we can't underestimate this to Waipounamu. They haven't had a win yet, but you know they're a gutsy side. They've got some good operators, and if I think they really hit some form, they could surprise this Heat team.
Oh, look, their first half in their first match of the day today, where they went 6 for 6 against a strong opponent, they did very well. They fell off in that second half, though. But on my other side, I have Aria McIntyre. How are you feeling today going into this here men's match?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. We've got some really good talent and some really good leaders across both teams, so it's going to be interesting to see how the likes like Mita, one of our more experienced,
one of our stalwarts.
Yeah, there we go. Controls this game, and how Waipounamu come out and break that down.
Yes, definitely. I mean, everyone's been talking about the players that this 07 Heat team has. They definitely have some strong firepower and some experienced players. We have Hoyata there with a nice little quickie play. Do they score off here? No. It's called a forward pass. Good call by the refs. But you can't count this to Waipounamu's side out. Not just yet anyway. I mean, they had a huge turnout by their number 12, Harry Kirk, in their first game of the day. He's got a beautiful long ball. He also has a nice little dive. So definitely a player to watch out for in this Waipounamu's team.
Yeah, and I think their captain, Legion's needs to step up in this game to get their team over that line.
Yeah, I think Hanlon Johnston had a great day yesterday. He's another smart operator as well. Great on the sweep plays.
Yes, definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing Legion. I haven't seen much of him throughout the weekend. So hopefully he comes through with a bit of thunder today. They're going to need it, especially because they've lost 3 games so far. 07 Heat, this will be their first game of the day. So they'll be well rested, especially after yesterday. They have a few players sitting out, with Riley O'Donnell still injured from yesterday. We have Te Amo at number 18, Will Ball. He's not playing today as well. I think he's injured as well. They have a few other players sitting out today, so we'll be looking forward to what some of these young fellas can bring through. We now have Shaquille Stone on the field. Traditionally strong on defence, very good on attack.
Yeah, now to Waipounamu just want to look to come through the field nice and strong to set a good platform for their attacking strike at the end.
I find to Waipounamu, when they're following their game plan, when they're sticking to what they know they need to do, that's when they're playing at their best.
Oh, and penalty.
Touch and pass.
Heat. And now they're going to want it. Oh, some nice yards first touch.
Yeah, Tater Hawkeye there on the drive. He's a great on the drive, Tater.
And just some good control, slowing it down so their subs can get on.
Very fluid go forward here by this team.
Ooh,
E4 Jones through the long ball. Was
call?
It forward?
No, must have been back out of the hands, forward from the wind.
Yes, they just didn't manage to get control of the ball as he was falling to the ground. So to Waipounamu, they'll be going forward here. Some very good go forward. This is exactly how they started off the game in the first half of today's game.
And you can see their go forward is they're aiming for the middle of the 07 Heat to tire them out. So when they come back on the strike here, I'm assuming the goal is so that they're tired and can have some breakdown in the middle. Good defence.
Yes, very good defence. They're very safe. With Mita Graham out there, he just leads them very well. Not panicking, not over-committing to any particular player, just watching the ball movement.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this young team comes out against some experience like that.
Here we have now the 07 Heat. They'll be setting up here in midfield. Hoyata with ball in hand. They go for the 32 pick. Long ball out to the wing. Can he get his hands on the ball? Unfortunate for 07 Heat.
What do we think that one should have been a finish?
Well, when you're throwing long balls like that, I'm always expecting the wings to at least catch the ball, putting themselves in a position where they can get that ball. Because like we said, our passes aren't thrown to players, they're thrown to space. So the wingers need to know where that space is and get themselves there. Here we have Te Waipounamu with some very good go forward again. I'm liking the yards they're putting up earlier on in this match.
And that's going to, nice.
Yeah, through the midfield, they're very good to Waipounamu. They need a better finish at the end of their sets, for their strike plays.
And that's and I think that comes down to maybe a bit of leadership, a bit of experience, knowing when to slow down, what plays to run against the defences that your defensive line is putting up against you.
And they want to start attacking now, as they have. Nice sweep, rebound. Good defence. No chasing, just nice controlled. Now 32, long.
Lucky to get away with that dump.
Oh. Yeah, we have seen some luck in our rucks, haven't we, over the past few games?
Yeah, that's going to happen, though, in any sort of touch game. You're going to get away with some you're not so much. We have a backdoor peel play here. He looked around, he's looking for the long ball. Great
nice
defence.
Nice check back in. Unlucky touch and pass.
Yes,
no, penalty. Another set for Te Waipounamu.
This is good news for Te Waipounamu. I don't know if that's the first or second penalty, but what we do know is after the third, if you're inside the 7, you are going to have to defend with 5 players.
Setting up for another 32, long.
You'd want a quicker drop if you're looking for a double 32 there, just to open up and keep those other teams on the back foot. We have Harry Kirk here. Very good long ball. He's looking forward here. Nice little check off on the inside. He's trying to let the ref know that it was off a 07 Heat player. He's not going to go his way, though.
Yeah, I think just in those couple of sets, I didn't see much isolation from Te Waipounamu. We're just kind of going at the defending, giving our defence what they want rather than trying to set up for what our attack wants and needs. And just some nice extra checking here to get the defence moving so they're not stable on that touch.
E4 Jones with the backdoor play to the length. Beautifully well thought out move to 07 Heat. Just good execution.
Here's a great passive play. Deep link and sort of throwing him an out ball. I think there's E4 throwing to his brother Avion and Ollie Foot in the corner. I'm
glad we've finally found someone who knows how to pronounce Avion's name. I had to ask 20 people to try and get the proper pronunciation. I think I murdered it like 3 times. I am sorry about that.
I think Avion's faster than his brother E4, but they're both slower than their dad, apparently. He's quite quick.
Yeah. I like it. Here we are, though, Te Waipounamu. They get the advantage. They have an extra set here right on the 7 metre. They'll be looking to set something up anyway.
The Heat will be happy. Te Waipounamu have had multiple repeat sets on the line, and they're still keeping them to a 0 score.
Yeah, at the end of the day, this is the most inexperienced of all the teams that are here. The South Island team, they've got a lot of young ones. They're spread out from all over the South Island, but they certainly give it their best. There's Hanlon on the ball there, once again sweeping around.
Some potential in those plays. I think just some pre-touch work needs to be done to get some isolation, just to get our defence moving, like that little in-out just there. And good defence.
Yeah, I agree there. I believe the Te Waipounamu Lynx could be running some better lines, just giving their play some better opportunities. But here we have an intercept by E4 Jones.
He looked like he was running with some weights on his ankles, E4.
He manages to get a good pass off, though, so he set up that try.
I was just going to say, it's okay. I'll say this to when he hops off the field. I'll let him know to do some ladders and agility work,
No, there we go. E4 Jones just putting himself in a good position to get that intercept pass. Recognises he has good, fast chasers following him, so he checks off to his winger, who he knows has a bit of pace.
True.
Yeah, something those South Island players are traditionally known for is their speed, so very well executed by E4 Jones to push his team 2 points ahead.
And look, there probably is some truth that Avion is faster than E4.
And there we have Kirk.
Another penalty.
But like you said, Aria, they're pulling off some moves, but the setup could probably be a bit better. Just trying to latch the right players, forcing those links to come in. We have a 32 long here. He has an open hold. 07 Heat, though, up for the task.
Yeah, Aaron Five Ash, he's a smart operator. Also plays rugby league for Canterbury as well.
I think on that play, our link could have done a little bit more off-ball work just to keep our defender in two minds if, shake and late, shake and bake, whatever it's going to be.
I hope I like what Te Waipounamu was doing here. So they're setting up in the middle here, trying to push these mid defenders, give them some options on those outside edges, especially with the long ball that this guy has. His long ball out to the wing. Can he get the check on the inside for Hamilton? Hamilton, he's going to get touched. He had an inside ball if his eyes were open. Unfortunate for them. That'll just come down to experience, I think.
Yeah, I saw that one there. I was hoping for that little pop back in. And just controlling the orange really well here, the 07 Heat.
Mr. Graham asking the question of the ref, are there players on side? And Shaquille Stone using his experience to understand when his players are there. Mr. Graham with a nice little pump fake there. They get the numbers on this right side. Nice little flick pass. Unable to convert into points. But what they have done is they've stacked this corner. So they're probably going to try and force bottleneck them into this corner, make it harder for Te Waipounamu to go to their sub box.
And Te Waipounamu want to be coming out strong and hard here. A little bit of a small 7, that one, I think. And nice pull-out reset. Ready for touch 5, I think, maybe coming.
And you would have seen the 07 Heat team, they stopped moving forward as soon as they stepped inside the 5, and then as soon as they took a step out, their whole line started moving forward again. Very well coached team, understanding the rules, understanding what needs to be done, so they're not giving away any penalties. And saying that, they just gave away a penalty. So, Kimo, what do you know about touch?
How do we think Te Waipounamu can improve to get some on just as
great
they've got that?
No,
Yes, I thought that might have been ball down, but our ref George, is very, very good ref George. So what do they need to do here to get the defense moving, to get some flow going on their attack? And they might have just found it. Ooh.
It's there. It's executing those minor plays there. I mean, what I've found with Te Waipounamu, they are very good runners. They have nice hands, so maybe just trying to run these defensive lines a bit more. Maybe running some tip plays, some 32 peels. They might be helping them at the moment.
Are they starting their attack too close to the line, Pete? What do you reckon?
Yeah, at times they are. I think they're actually running some good plays. It's just like we talked about earlier, the accuracy and their execution is just not quite there. But they are running a good mix of plays. They're running 32 longs, they're running sweepers, they're having the odd quickie short long. Taking nothing away, obviously, from the Heat defence.
Exactly. That's a huge thing as well. The Heat defence has been on form today. They're not letting Te Waipounamu in on any of their attacking sets. Te Waipounamu here now working it out of their half. Touch number 3. They've made it up to halfway. Bit closer to their box, bringing on some of their strike weapons. Oh, but again, just those minor mistakes letting these teams down.
And that's not what you want coming through your orange. You want to look after that ball and make sure that we're getting, set completion 5 to 5.
Te Waipounamu, they need to be careful. They're getting caught in the ruck, and that's just coming off the speed of the go forward of this 07 Heat team.
It's coming down to that 7 that you've been talking about all day. Getting back that 7 metres, Sorry, not the player 7. The 7 metres. The 7 metres.
There we go.
There we go. Sorry.
No, I've really enjoyed the addition of the 7 metres into actual, competitive touch like this. They have a quickie, nice touch there made by the Te Waipounamu number 6, Jackson Wright.
And he was just holding that space there. He stepped off the line, holding that space, letting his middle recover. Good read defence. And E4 with the pass to Waipounamu. Great line there, great lane.
Yeah, to Waipounamu, I thought a bit lucky there. I thought James Taylor, the number 7, might have been offside. He didn't make it all the way back to the line. And saying that, they may have dropped outside the 7. So fortunate for them, we have a huge hole, huge opening here. Is he able to turn it into points?
Yes, I think our defender caught a no touch there. And that's just great play there, listening to the ref and taking the opportunity when it arises.
God, there's a couple of guys in this Waipounamu who look like rugby or league guys. There's some big boys in here. They can run, they're powerful.
Look at that burst of speed just come out of nowhere. And like you said, he does look like a rugby player. And I like these types of touch players because they're strong in the ruck. They set good foundations for your team. And they're usually, their yardage, their go forward is usually the strength of their game.
He looks like you, Kimmel, back in the day.
I was just thinking
I like how you said back in the day, Peter Walters.
Maybe 12 inches taller.
There
I
we
was
go.
thinking you're living vicariously through these players, aren't you?
There we go. Here we have the Heat showing us a middle play. He goes for the back door. They might have numbers here. But to Waipounamu managed to get the ball back.
Is there a rule now that if you get an intercept,
You
is
can't
it tax
sub.
0? Oh, what?
Yeah, so if you get an intercept and you break, so if you break the defensive line, no teams are allowed to sub.
Even their attacking team?
The attacking team can't sub either.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a way for the refs to, get their grounding so they understand what's happening without forcing any mistakes and not having to look at other spots on the field. They can just keep up to date with what's happening in play.
Oh, that's good that it's consistent. That neither team can sub.
Yeah, and like you said as well, yes, that is another new rule. If you do get an intercept, the first touch is touch 0, so it's almost a 7-touch set. 07 Heat here with a bit of go forward happening. They've got some gap. He's found the hole. All he needs to do is look for a person. No, they'll call the touchback. That's dummy half.
He's a very promising player, young Avion. Very clever for his age.
How old is he? He does look quite young.
I think he is 17.
Wow. And that's what I'm liking about this 07 Heat team is they have a couple of young bucks. Another one who I'm really liking as well is number 12, Jordan Tuakana Hudson. He's a Bay of Plenty boy. But yeah, I like what Mitta Graham and Shaquille Stone and them are doing, bringing them in, just trying to strengthen the touch within New Zealand. We have another big run here by this big burly man of a number 20, I'm lying, Tane Hotham.
Is
that's
that
Nigel's son.
Liege's
It is
older
too.
brother?
It is. Is it his older or his younger?
Oh, younger,
brother?
older, younger.
Yeah.
Young.
It might be his younger
He
brother,
looks
yeah.
older.
Yes. He's a big unit, but apparently he's still 10 kilos lighter than his father.
I think they were lucky to.
Wow,
Picked it up. That was one of your passes, Kimo. Hey,
Yeah,
forward,
mine are
5 metre
mine are
forward.
probably worse than that. Mine are probably worse than that, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, for a moment there, I didn't think the refs were going to pick it up. And here we have to Waipounamu on the go forward, working their way in that mid. They have a backdoor player coming around. They're looking for those numbers on that left side. The long ball would have been open. Instead, they check it back to the middle. They're trying to reset a play here. Are they going to go 32? They are. Long out. He's just following that line. Can he dive in? No.
I think we just need to. I would like to see some more off-ball play from our Te Waipounamu side. Our ball runners running so far across, they're running out of room. Our link there needs to shake and bake and come back infield where the space should be.
No touch there. Caught on Hoiata. He will be disappointed in himself for that. What we like to call a kohangareo mistake. So we have here to Waipounamu on the attack with 2 minutes to go.
And
they'd probably be happy with themselves. I mean, this half's almost over and the score's only 2-1. They are definitely in this match.
I was just thinking that. 2-1, 2 minutes to go, have the ball. Would love to score here. Ooh, unlucky. Just that execution and accuracy.
Again, those little mistakes just letting them down. And they'll be disappointed too because they had the players on the field who we know can score tries. Especially with Harry Kirk on, we can see he can dive and he can throw as well. So he'll be disappointed they didn't get the opportunity to at least try and score.
fifth and final, coming down E4, and good defence.
Yeah, they've gone coast to coast though, so to Waipounamu, they will have to work hard to get out of this half of the field. Second touch there. They're making some good yards, catching this 07 Heat team offside. The ref won't call it though. 1 more minute to go. E4 Jones getting caught in the ruck.
Sorry guys, I just got told that I need to calm down on my reactions, my reaction tones, like my oohs and my ahs, you know.
Hey,
Sorry about that, audience.
We're excited to be here watching some good quality touch.
It's that rawness, isn't it? You know, that
It
realness that we see live.
To Waipounamu here with their second penalty. They have 30 seconds though.
And that's heaps of time to get. Ooh, nice strong touch.
Nice little chopper line there. Mr. Graham read it well though. He could see him floating across.
Did you go to school with Mita?
No, but I met Mita when we were playing New Zealand Māoris.
Is that why you're talking about him a lot?
Probably. I like to talk about my friends. Here we have to Waipounamu. Tried to check it off.
The opportunity there.
He did.
I really like the way they're just working away. They're not doing anything random. They're running their plays. They're sticking to their processes. And there you go. It's only 2-1 at half time. They're in there.
Yeah.
They are definitely in there. 07 Heat. I mean, you'd think how stacked their team is with the firepower that they have, that they would be putting on a lot more points at this point in time. But to Waipounamu, you got to give it off. You got to take your hat off to them. They are playing very, very well, not only on attack but on defence as well. Just minor mistakes, letting them down. You know, accuracy, dropping the ball. 07 Heat though, they're playing well, just don't seem to be dotting down as much.
That's right, and you're right about the error rate. When you're young and inexperienced, you tend to make more errors. When you've done things hundreds and hundreds of times, you generally don't make as many errors.
Yeah, and here we see to Waipounamu, this would be one of their tries. Oh no, this was E4 Jones's runaway try early on in the match.
His jog away. E4's jog away, and sorry, how do we pronounce his name, Pete?
Who's that? E4?
No, E4's little brother.
Avion?
Avion. There we go, Avion. Sorry, it's Tefano. I just didn't want to pronounce his name wrong.
Yeah, Karpai, you're doing better than me. I generally just go with what I think it is and just get it wrong. But here we're going to be looking at Waipounamu's tries. And there it is. It's just that one. Nice little intercept. It didn't come off set play or anything.
And that's I think Nigel's young fella. I don't know if he's Tane or Tane, so I don't want to get it wrong.
Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry if it's Tane, because
Yes.
I called him Tane. But maybe it is. Yeah. We know that it was a good try. That's what we do know.
Yeah, certainly a good player. And a lot of speed there. I mean, got it from his mother, obviously. But, Nigel's forte is coaching. He did try to play. We played together back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, but
Was
never worked out for him. Never worked out for him.
I would hate to be a player who was playing with you back then, Pete.
I was just talking to him outside the tent before I came in. He said, don't talk about that.
Well, here we have both teams in their huddles, no doubt talking over structure, game plan, what they can do better in the second half. Aria, do you have any ideas on maybe some things that both these teams can do to try and push themselves ahead?
Yeah, I think Paula will be telling his team to just keep going and keep pushing. Maybe accuracy is something they need to focus on, and execution. And I think the 07 Heat will definitely be talking about their execution and accuracy. They've had 70%, of the ball on the line, and they're only up by 1. So that's credit to either really, really good D or just unfortunate handling from 07 Heat.
Yeah, I don't see this 07 Heat panicking at the moment. I mean, they tend to just continue to grind and continue to do what they know works, and I feel like that's what they'll be doing in the second half as they just try and wear this Te Waipounamu team down.
Yeah, and certainly if I was the coach along with Mita and Mainu, I would be telling them to pick the tempo up. See if Te Waipounamu can actually stick with them if they up it a gear.
Yeah, especially when you know you're playing up against not inexperienced players, but maybe new players to this level of rugby. You want to be testing them out, seeing how they are with their corners, maybe pushing them out, giving them just popping a bit more speed off.
I'm just going to let our audience know that the sport is actually touch and not rugby. That's twice there that we've heard the sport rugby, but for today, you're commentating touch. Kimor,
Did I say rugby?
Yes, twice actually,
Oh,
but
no.
we let the first one go.
I am sorry to all my touch fans out there. That's a big no-no.
I thought you were supposed to say touch rugby, but then
Oh no, I feel very, very bad. And here we have Waipounamu. He's found that outside. We've got a tip back on the inside. Unable to convert into good possession though. So 07 Heat with the touch and pass. They'll take the tap. That's E4 Jones with ball in hand.
And nice, strong to good. Oh, unlucky. I thought that. Oh,
Was that incorrect
was it
roll ball?
side plant?
Yes,
Incorrect side? I'm not sure.
I think so.
Yeah,
roll
incorrect roll ball. I was just going to say, two strong touches coming up there.
If they had to score here to really boost their confidence to Waipounamu.
Yep. Early in the half, then you've got 17 minutes to, find that tempo and keep that tempo up.
Yep, 07 Heat. They'll really need to put the work in on this defensive set. They've got Kirk in.
Just there, our skillies. This should be our bread and butter of the game. I'd mentioned it in the first half, but just creeping in our game a little bit today, from what I've been watching.
Well, it could be fatigue. I mean, this is day 2, and it's probably been a long time since a lot of these players have played touch at this kind of caliber. I mean, of this level, it's fast-paced, it's quick, and there we have 07 Heat just coming down to experience, moving the ball around, putting the defensive line at 6s and 7s, not knowing where they need to be, not scrambling to where they need to go as well.
Yeah, they've had success with that play. It's twice now they've done that, and Mitter on the ball out of a 32 pick, and they're just running a late cut with the other middle and in hands.
And that's that off-ball movement that, we talk about in our game. It's not all up to the ball player, the player that's got ball in hand to make something happen. We've got to create space off that ball, and that's what happened there.
Yeah, you maybe would have noticed as well, just the way when Mitter scooped that ball, you would have seen he made an effort to try and latch that player with him so that when he does cut, they were open. And here we have Waipounamu with a quick reply.
Ball down first was the call.
Yeah, that Jordan McEntee's been performing really well for these guys. He just works. The area is there.
Yes, no, I have to agree. He's had very good tournaments so far.
And
like
I think
you said, he just works.
Sorry, I think he's in the New Zealand pathway at the moment. Yeah, so he's really, really showing why.
No, I like it. He just seems to put his head down and just go forward, does what he needs to do on both attack and defence. And here we have Shaquille Stone in the middle now. They'll be looking for something from him. E4 Jones, unable to shake his defender.
And to Waipounamu, not what they wanted, but they want to back up that try with a good set of D, and their reward will be the box at the end after the set 6.
'07 Heat looking to set up. They play for the quickie. He dives in, Shaquille Stone.
Yeah, good touch by the open side middle for Waipounamu to stop that try.
Yes, it was needed, especially with someone of Shaquille's caliber there.
And now you can see them pushing up to Waipounamu, pushing up in D and just getting that urgent. Ooh, maybe too urgent. Urgent in that one.
And that looks like Shah Bannister, the referee. God, she was a legend, that girl, back in the day, in the open mixed.
There we go. Looking like we have legends on and off the field as well. Nice little inside ball there, given off from E4 Jones to Shaquille Stone, unable to turn it into points. What I see them doing here, though, is you can see these mids of the Waipounamu team are quite tight now. Looks like they may have been trying to set up for something.
Yeah, they're playing with confidence to Waipounamu.
And down the lane, good.
Great defence.
That was great
defence.
recovery defence.
And covered by that middle as well. He shot across when the link flew up.
But you could see he started running before they had even passed the ball to the winger. So he knew exactly what they were doing and put himself in a position to be there to be able to defend.
That's a little coach killer, that one. Great defence, and then touch one, hand turnover.
Graham slowing it down so that he can get his attacking players into position, then letting them know where they want to attack. They've got a backdoor player coming in across here.
And I think we're going to get a ball down first.
Called him offside.
That's just controlling the game, the pace of the game, to suit your attacking style. Letting that sweeper come around. And I think our point defender there got just on the inside of his defender, so he had to cover more space when he was cornering back, profiling back. Just here. He's on the inside. We want to be on the outside. So when we're pushing off, we're forcing him back inside.
There we go. So you got to take your head off to the dropper there. They just did enough just to push him on the outside, get on the inside of his hip and his shoulder, which gave him that space to be able to get in on the dive there. We've got Kirky with ball in hand. Went for the little lollipop pass, but couldn't manage to get over the top of this 07 Heat defender.
Seeing that one more commonly now, that behind the back or behind pop pass, letting the link run over his defender.
Well, it's a good way of getting in and behind your attackers. Well, Mr. Graham with a scoop now. He's looking for that back door. He gets it off. They may have numbers on this left side, but to Waipounamu, able to realign themselves and sort out their D-line. So now they'll be on the go forward. They need to be careful here. They've given away quite a bit of ball in this orange zone.
Oh, a little bit of a miscommunication there. Lucky to get away with that one.
Yeah,
what do we think? And we didn't have a half, so that's hopefully we can make something happen at the end of the set. Oh, unlucky there.
Again, just getting to that last touch. You want to be finishing off those sets, even if you're not scoring. You want to be putting them, just posing questions to the opposition.
They're making all the errors at the wrong times on the first one and on the last one, you know.
And then the 07 Heat are just still coming through the orange zone and just really controlled and slowing it down. Great. Oh, unlucky there. That was a definite try.
You need to be catching those balls. You can't be throwing those away. Riley Martin, no doubt, will be disappointed in himself. Should have been a gimme.
But a confidence booster for Te Waipounamu in that one, you know.
It is. They needed that. They needed that ball to drop. They were very fortunate to have that go their way. They should be sorting out what they're wanting to do from here. You don't want to be getting down to this end of the field and then making the decision. They end up throwing the ball away, giving away easy ball to 07 Heat again. Just making mistakes at the wrong time.
And are we bringing that back to fatigue?
Well, it could be. I mean, it's the last game of the match for them today. They've already had one. This 07 Heat team, that they still have one more to go after this, so this is only their third match. So they'll probably have a bit more fuel in the tank than this Te Waipounamu side.
11 minutes, still a lot of time.
Again, with just that same move, hitting that link. But Te Waipounamu, their good defence, able to read it early.
Oh, unlucky. What's this called?
I'm guessing it's offside, the number 4 from their middle. So now a full set for the 07 Heat on their 7 metre, sorry.
07 just gonna have a quickie waster.
And that's the two young fellas in the team.
Good
I'm
footwork.
so sorry about my reaction for that one, but I just could not.
Who wasn't going to?
Oh my! I need my ankles feel like they need to be strapped after that.
Oh, but you could see it. I mean, this is that young fellow I was talking about, Jordan Tuakana Hudson. He's come from Rotorua Boys High. Nice little skip there, does another little dance and just catches his opposition.
Too clean.
To think these boys are still at school, it's crazy.
Yeah, great footwork.
Just need some band-aids for that one. And backs it up on defence.
To Waipounamu now, they'll be needing to score a try here just to, pick themselves back up.
And they're still in it, 5-2, sorry. now they want to control the set of D, but be urgent, but also onside. So that's touch 1, and now they're just rolling with the attack, and the nice extra check off.
And it's that's killing them. I mean, you can see they're trying to get a good go forward on their defence, but just those little extra passes from 07 Heat, putting their defensive line on the back foot. Nice check off by Hoyata.
Yeah, the Heat have probably thrown more passes than any other team today on their yards.
Yeah.
You know, they really use that vision decision, so it's great. Good skills.
And a nice finish, and that comes from the back of those extra little checks, just flowing their attack, getting the defense moving, so they're not stable when that touch is made. And everyone in the defensive line needs to get back that 7.
Yeah, you can just tell this 07 Heat, they're always open, always looking for that extra pass, and it's just forcing the Waipounamu defensive line just to work that much harder. Fatigue sets in, they're getting tired, unable to get back on side quick enough to be able to defend against this 07 Heat. The second half they are picking up. Just in the first half, I feel like the 07 Heat just slowly chopping down the tree. Now it's about to fall. To Waipounamu, they need to answer here.
And who will it be through? Another penalty. Ball in hand, Nick Saunders. 33, sorry. Oh! The link lanes today have been amazing in defence, haven't they? A lot of intercepts or knockdowns.
Yep, those are
some good yards.
Those are one of those ones, though, you've got to be careful, because as soon as you miss that pass as that high link, it's almost a definite try on the outside. So Hoyata did very well to get his hands on ball and make sure he retained possession there. Here we have Pomatato driving forward. Mita Graham coming back towards him. He's got that inside ball, checks on the inside. Pomatato unable to get his hands there. Oh.
Yeah, that's Noah Hotham, number 11.
Yep, sorry,
Yep.
No. Here we have to Waipounamu again with some good go forward from their box. They have a new set on. They'll be looking to convert this into points. They've got the gap.
There was some good flow. Good flow off that one. Just unlucky there. Couldn't find that extra pass.
There we have Hotham again with ball in hand. Some good yards. Able to force the mistake as well.
I heard that one from here. The ref called no 13 and still engaged in that touch, and that's how they got the penalty.
Yes, good identification by Hotham. He knew that was the player that was offside, so just forced them to make the touch. Here we have a young set on for this, a young middle pairing on for this 07 Heat team. We have E4 Jones trying to carve his way through.
Now setting up on the link. They really like that passive play, don't they, Pete?
They do.
Oh, that is exceptional attack. Ball movement.
Just
using
so
the ball.
He even got me when he gave that little dummy check.
He got our cameraman too, I think.
Yeah. Great work by E4 Jones.
There looked like nothing on there, guys.
Yeah, no, it was pretty much a dead play.
Slotted through.
That's, those are the coach killer ones when you don't want to fall for those dummies on the last nothing play. But well done, E4 Jones.
Good
Nice
work.
long
Good
ball.
work.
That
That was close.
Oh, they're calling the touch.
Calling the touch.
That was beautiful work by Waipounamu, though. They didn't muck around. They just went in hard and fast, threw out that long ball. Unfortunate not to turn it into points.
Good defense.
07 Heat now up by 5. They'll be looking to make some good yardies, get out of their half as fast as they can, as much as they can.
And they're doing a very good job of it, just controlling, looking for that space.
There they go, using the ball.
Kiamara now with ball in hand. He's looking for the extra out to Mitagraham. Mitagraham now, he's going to drive through on that 32. Oh, very good identifying that they didn't need to go all the way back to the line, only a metre off, as that's where they dropped. He's going to say no touch, and the call is going to go their way. 07 Heat, another kohangareo mistake made by Te Waipounamu. They will be very disappointed in themselves.
I hope you're not the kohangareo teacher.
No, it's just, those sorts of things, those coach killers, those sorts of mistakes, something you're not wanting to see, especially if that's your team.
Oh, and it
beautiful.
does that is really nice low dive.
Yeah, Noah Hotham there.
Hotham there just identifying and forcing his defender just to overcommit on that left side, leaving an open gap in the inside.
It's him and Taha Kemara, their good combination comes through the grades together.
So do we have 3 Hotham brothers playing in this game? Is that...
There is 2, I think. I don't think Legion's...
Oh, Legion's not playing today?
No, I don't think Legion's
okay.
here.
Oh, Noah is going to get, bragging rights after this game.
Yeah, he is the younger of the 2. They had a big day yesterday with Hamilton Boys Sevens. They played in the men's Sevens comp and they won it.
Oh, very nice. Is that why they're not here today? They'll be missing...
They're here today.
Okay.
But they played yesterday in the Sevens. That's what I'm saying. These 3 guys, Taha, Ollie and Noah.
Oh, they'll be happy to get them back in their side today. Definitely some good stock. But here we have 07 Heat. 2.5, just over 2.5 to go. They're up by 6. No doubt they have this game in the bag, but they'll be wanting to finish strong. E4 Jones now looking like he's going to push that extra pass again. Very nice ball work by this 07 Heat team.
Yeah, they got their confidence up now. They're moving the ball every opportunity now, using their skill and vision.
Yep, Hoyata, that number 1, he's been a huge part of their attack today for this 07 Heat team. And there we have, he's opened, he's found the gap, gets it off to his winger. It's looking a bit too easy at the moment. Come on to Waipounamu, you don't want to be lowering your head just yet.
They'll get the ball back now, so hopefully this can, they can come back with a try and feel better.
Yeah, like I said, fatigue could be playing its part. I mean, this is the 4th game, to Waipounamu's last game of the day. They've been playing hard over the last couple of days. They'll be looking to regroup after this game and just go over some of their policies maybe. And
definitely props to Waipounamu for coming up, from the South Island, spending the weekend here. They travelled the furthest, and it's amazing for the game. It's amazing for the province, for the team and for the players.
Yes, definitely, especially considering that a lot of these players are living separate. A few from Otago, some from Canterbury. They also have a few from Nelson. And it's hard for these players to come up and play together. I mean, Christchurch to Dunedin is something like 4 or 5 hours. So if they were ever wanting to train together, that's how long they have to travel.
I could get to Rotorua from Auckland in 4 or 5 hours. Whakatane.
Twice over. Twice over.
Oh, I stick to the road rules.
Here we have Mitagraham. There's no let up with this guy. 55 seconds left. They're up by 7, but he's still going as hard as he can. Ethion Jones with a good little pass. Touch and pass though, so Te Waipounamu let off there. As you can see, the pace at the moment, yes, you can tell that they're tired. They'll be looking forward to the whistle. 37 seconds left to go. They're still making some good yards up the field though. Nice pace change there. Careful for some of these passes.
And they'll still like to get a finish off this. That's okay, just didn't, not paying attention to the touch count.
Yeah, I thought there was a chance Tuakana Hudson was offside there, but obviously not. Looks like they'll get the last attacking set with 12 seconds left on the clock. Great work here by both teams. I mean, regardless of the scoreline, you've got to be proud of what Te Waipounamu put up today. And
they want to finish off with a try here. They know what the time is. They're going to try and finish this with a try.
Yeah, good game. I think the Heat came out very, very strong. Didn't show points-wise in the first half, but in the second half they just took over.
Yeah, your thoughts on this afternoon's game, Pete?
Yeah, I think it was a good first half. Te Waipounamu were right in it, and we talked about at half-time about the Heat needing to lift to another gear, and they certainly did that. Their class came through, their experience came through, and they ran away with it in the second half.
Yes, they did. They started throwing the ball around, started getting a bit of ball movement, and it just showed. Maybe the ticker was a bit of a hurdle as well for this Waipounamu team, it being their fourth match of the day. But that is us. Our next game, our next stream is at 3 o'clock, and that will be the Manukau Raiders female team going up against the 07 Heat. So keep it locked right here.